Hello everyone, welcome to JWells of Thought YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to discuss some previous year questions of polity from UPSC prelims. The first question here we have taken from 2017, that is, the mind of the makers of the Constitution of India is reflected in which of the following? The options given are the preamble, the fundamental rights, the directive principles of state policy, that is DPSP, and the fundamental duties. You know, the preamble to the Constitution expresses what we had thought or dreamed so long. Actually, this statement was stated by Sir Aladi Krishnaswamy Iyer, who was a member of the Constituent Assembly. So, here the answer will be option A, that is the preamble. The next question is, which of the following are envisaged by the right against exploitation in the Constitution of India? The options given are prohibition of traffic in human beings and forced labor, abolition of untouchability, then protection of the interests of minorities. Fourth one is prohibition of employment of children in factories and mines. So here we have to choose among these options which is the right against exploitation. In the first option C, here it is saying that traffic in human beings and forced labor should be prohibited. That means those human beings who are facing human trafficking and the person who is forced to be a labor, that should be prohibited. So here it is a right against exploitation. If we will see the second one, which is abolition of untouchability, here it will not come under right against exploitation, because abolition of untouchability shows what? Right to equality. The next, protection of the interests of minorities. Similarly here it will not come under right against exploitation. If you will minutely observe this option, it will come under what? Cultural and educational rights. But the fourth one, which is saying prohibition of employment of children in factories and mines, that means the children getting exploitation by the employment in factories and mines. The children are of age suitable for reading, writing, and that time they are working in the hazardous factories and mines, so they are exploited. So this one comes under right against exploitation. So what we find, that option 1 and option 4 are envisaged by the right against exploitation in the Constitution of India. The next one is, which one of the following statements is correct? The statements given here are rights are claims of the state against the citizens. Rights are privileges which are incorporated in the constitution of a state. Rights are claims of the citizens against the state. Rights are privileges of a few citizens against the many. So all these statements are regarding rights. Actually, what is right? Right is the power of citizens, because due to rights people make demands upon the state. So here rights are claims of the citizens against the state. Option C will be the right answer. The next question: which of the following statements is or are true of the fundamental duties of an Indian citizen? The two statements given here are: a legislative process has been provided to enforce these duties. Second, they are correlative to legal duties. So we have to choose here the correct answer using the code given below. You know, while fundamental duties can be enforced by legislative processes, the Constitution explicitly does not enforce fundamental duties via legal provisions. It also does not explicitly mention in the part 4 that there are legislative processes to enforce them. However, since the Parliament has enforced most fundamental duties already via a legislative processes, so we can consider the statement 1 is true. Similarly, the second statement is saying they are correlative to legal duties. Actually, what is legal duty? What is its practical purpose? But we can say the practical purpose is law of the land. So fundamental duties are the legal duties, because what is illegal, that cannot be a fundamental duty, and what is a fundamental duty, that is also a legal duty. So we can consider this statement is also true, because there is a correlation between fundamental rights and fundamental duties. That there is correlation between fundamental duties and legal duties. Sorry for slip of the words. Okay, come to the next question. In the context of India, which one of the following is the correct relationship between rights and duties? First one is: rights are correlative with duties. Rights are personal and hence independent of society and duties. Rights, not duties, are important for the advancement of the personality of the citizen. Duties, not rights, are important for the stability of the state. Here you can see the first option, direct answer. Rights are correlative with the duties. If we will see other options, rights are personal, independent of society and duties. It cannot be, because rights and duties are inseparable. They are correlative in nature. Both rights and duties are important for the advancement of the personality of the citizen, and both duties and rights are important for the stability of the state. So here the answer will be option A, that is rights are correlative with the duties. Next question: which principle among the following was added to the DPSP by the 42nd Amendment to the Constitution? 42nd Amendment Act of 1976 basically added 4 directive principles to the original list. First, Article 39. Second, Article 39A. Next, Article 43A, and the fourth one is Article 48A. Article 39 is telling about to secure opportunities for healthy development of children. Article 39A saying to promote equal justice and to provide free legal aid to the poor. Third one is to take steps to secure the participation of workers in the management of industries under Article 43A. The fourth one is Article 48A which is saying to protect and improve the environment and to safeguard forests and wildlife. So let's see the options which will be fitted. First is given equal pay for equal work. I have not mentioned. Participation of workers in the management of industries. Yes, I have said it under Article 43A, which was added by 42nd Amendment Act of 1976, is saying to take steps to secure the participation of workers in the management of industries. So this one will be our answer. Other two, that is right to work, education and public assistance, is not added by this Amendment Act. Securing living wage and human conditions of work to workers, it is also not mentioned. So here the answer will be option B. The next question. Consider the following statements with reference to the Constitution of India. The DPSP constitute limitations upon. Two things are given. One is legislative function, which is executive function. Actually, the DPSP, Directive Principles of State Policy, denotes the ideas that the state should follow to formulate policies and enact laws. These are the constitutional recommendations to the state in legislative, executive and administrative matters, so that DPSP is considered as positive obligations of the state. Hence, both the statements are wrong, because DPSP does not constitute any limitations upon legislative or executive. So here the answer will be option D, that is neither one nor two. Okay, see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.